Do we think it's going to work?
I think so.
How do you feel, Jason? You think this?
I'm excited about this.
You're excited?
Yeah, I really am.
Jason's just pitting up the plums that we're going to poach in a minute in the Cristal, and I'm going to start plating up the Pecorino bundles for everybody to enjoy with the Pinot. It was so great of Martin to bring Natalie's favorite wine with the Pinot, because it's a beautiful wine.
We've met before.
Yes.
The Pinot.
Well, you know what? A winemaker and a wine writer for sure are going to meet at some point, right?
Absolutely. I meet Martin in every bottle he makes.
That's very cool. That is very cool. Okie dokie. And what do you think? So, Martin, how do you go from being a filmmaker to a winemaker? Is there any similarity? How did that happen?
You have to be crazy to do both. Either. No, I think the winemaker thing was an accident, really. It came from a lifestyle decision to want to live in a vineyard. And
really?
Yeah, I holiday in vineyards, so it's an extension of that.
Wow. Well, I think you do a great job, and I've tasted a couple of your wines, sort of one by happenstance and one that you let me taste, one at a restaurant. It was very delicious. But the Pinot I've been tasting just on its own, really, really great. So now we got to see how it's tasting here. So everybody have a taste, and does everyone still have a little bit left in their glass? Because of course they opened it without me, right? You know that while I was in here cooking. Yes.
Thank you.
Okie dokie.
All right.
And Jason, poor Jason is stuck doing the plums.
But this is the way it should be, a little bit of work,
A little bit of food, a little bit of wine. Okay, everybody. So taste and let me know what you think. Now, so the cherry compote. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Fork. It's the Greek way of eating.
Sorry. Okay, I'm
okay. And so this could be sort of a hand situation at some point too. I think, you know what? I'm going to go that way.
Oh, wow.
So there's a fair bit of salt. It's great.
Well, the cherries really.
The cherry really comes out.
Wine, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. What a great with the salt, eh? Like that's fantastic.
I think it works.
You know what? That's really good.
Yeah.
I think if the cherry were any sweeter, it would be a little bit off kilter.
And it's one of those great combinations where if you try this, it's good, and if you try that, it's good. But to put them together, and it just explodes. I mean, it really does work with that salt.
It's so exciting. When you come up with the great wine match with food, it makes it also better. And conversely, when it doesn't work, you go, ooh, whose idea was that?
What a great way to start an evening, though. I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Jason, what's your challenge as a chef working at a winery?
Well, the first one is actually learning about the wine, because I'm still new to the winery and trying all the different wines, and I tell you, that is really tough, when you have to go behind and try everyone over and over.
Oh, that sounds so tough, yeah.
And then it used to be find a protein like a venison or something like that, and then find the perfect marriage of vegetable. Well, now we're not just looking at vegetable, now we're looking for the perfect marriage of wine. So it's got so many different combinations that it's one a little over, challenging, but it's also exciting because now it's opened up the whole realm to so much more.
Okay, Jason, so do you think if you can bring the Cristal that you brought, that beautiful combination of ice wine and champagne, and we're going to use it to actually poach these beautiful prune plums.
You're going to love this.
Am I going to love it?
You're going to love this.
So would you say, is this your favorite deal, or?
It's up there for sure.
It's up there?
I mean, it's one of those things that's just a burst of flavor. I mean, you taste this and everybody's expecting a sparkling wine, and all of a sudden that sweetness comes through, and it's fantastic.
Very exciting. Okay, so I'm going to get in the pot going for that poaching liquid. I'm playing with a little bit of the tropical flavors here, so a little bit of spice. Some star anise is going to go in. 1 stick of cinnamon and a little bit of clove. And then just a touch of lemon juice, because I always want to balance the acidity. So, Natalie, can we say that we really loved the Pecorino with the acidity of the Pinot?
Yeah, I think we can. I think that the two, although, I was still tasting the wine, I was tasting the dish, but at a certain point, I was tasting something else, something like the two meeting at the top and something new.
It's really interesting, and that's sort of when people say that the wine can be great and the food can be great, but when you make that great bang together, it's like having chemistry, Okay, so now this is your...
It's the Cristal.
Cristal going in there with a little bit of lemon juice and a touch of sugar just for some viscosity, but not a whole lot. Oh my goodness, that.
Yeah. Can you smell it? It's just fantastic.
Oh yeah, I can start to smell that definitely. Oh la la!
There goes my wine.
Don't give me too much Pinot before I start poaching. No Pinot before poaching. Don't Pinot
Oh, we've
and
only just
poach. Okay, Jason, can I have you put those plums in
You
there?
got it. There you go.
Okay, so a touch of sugar in there, just to bring that up to a boil. And once I get this guy simmering, Martin, I think the next question is going to be, does the rosé that was one of your favorite wines work with the striped bass?
This can happen.
This can happen?
Yeah, you're going to do something wonderful with the bass and make it very Mediterranean and
I definitely
rosé compatible.
I'm just grabbing the striped bass, because really Martin wants to know, does the striped bass work? I'm going to saute it a little bit and then finish it off with a little rosé. So that is going to help us really blend the two together, because oftentimes when you use the wine in it, it's a winner, don't you